Welcome to another episode of Goin Hot. Today we're going to be shooting the Ruger new Vaquero. Goin Hot! Today on Goin Hot we're going to be using our Ruger Montata Vaquero. It's a new Vaquero. And the Winchester Silvertip ammunition. Let's go hot. Here's the rutabaga in question today. Let's get him clad in his blue jeans. Get him set up. There we go. I think we're ready to go hot. Let's take a peek at Mr. Rutabaga, see how he fared. Well, not very well, but he kept his two main arteries. Look at the blue jean. Here is the entrance hole. You see that right there? And there's the exit. Let's see if we can find that Silvertip. Went through one, went through two, and there it is in the third one. Not as cold as it was last week. A beautiful day. It's 70 degrees here, way up north near the Canadian border, and the water's not cold because I wasn't sitting in the barn last night. Wow, there you go. I guess I could be happy I used that, huh? Textbook expansion, guys. Look at that, and yeah, the jacket's still intact. Well, I guess carrying the Silvertip for the last 30 years isn't the dumbest thing in the world, huh? Let's go back to the shop and talk about it. Well, here we are back in the shop, and of course today we're shooting this Ruger new Vaquero. It's a Montata version. 3 5/8" barrel, stainless steel. Basically, it's a sheriff's model of a new Vaquero with two things that are different about it. Number one being they put these serrations on the front of the grip frame to give a mounted shooter a little more grip, because they have to work one-handed. One hand works the reins, the other one works the gun, and they shoot at balloons. Number two, it's got a little lowered hammer with a widened hammer with a lot of checkering, and again, same thing, one-handed. You want to be able to cock it really well, because after you shoot, you got to cock it again for the next balloon. At the same time, you have to navigate that horse, so it's nice to not have your thumb slipping off of the hammer, and let me tell you, your thumb does not slip off this hammer. This is, I would put that on every single action I could get. I like that hammer. Let's take a look at our round that we were shooting today, the Winchester 45 Colt 225 grain Silvertip. And this was coming out at 920 feet per second at the muzzle. And of course it did a fair job in penetration as to, compared to our other tests, it went into the third water jug through that rutabaga and the pair of blue jeans. Let's take a look at the blue jeans while we're talking about it. Yeah, here's the entrance hole right there. And here's the exit hole right here. So, yeah, we had expansion on that thing because you can see how this is torn. And yeah, it was expanded when it hit that rutabaga. There wasn't anything left to the bottom half of the rutabaga, which Yeah, I tend to believe, yeah, it expanded when it hit that rutabaga. Here is the round. It measures, now it measures 3/4 of an inch, and you'll see it's almost perfectly round. It's just that one split, that V on that top there. Other than that, it has no pedaling effect. Just a nice round mushroom. And there you go, guys. All this talk about the advanced bullets out there they have nowadays. Yeah, I hate to break the news to you, but I've had this box of ammo for over a decade. And this is also the round, not this exact round. I carried a 41 Magnum for years, but this is the round I carried in that 41 Magnum, and that dates back well over 20 years. 20 years plus, so yeah, still an effective bullet. I don't see any problem with the expansion on this at all. 225 grain. It kept the jacket on the back, retained all its weight, lost nothing, went through the rutabaga, expanded, retained the jacket, lost nothing, all its weight, went through two water bottles, landed in the center of the third, or it could have been the back side of the third, but it didn't put a hole in the back side, so we'll say the center of the third. And yeah, I'm pleased with that. I think this is adequate and would get the job done for anything I might need it for. Well, there you go, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I'm excited about that because foolish me, I just used a Silvertip all those years. I never tested it on a rutabaga. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Goin Hot. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Goin Hot. Till next time, for Mr. Holster and Jack, go out and stay safe.